Yes, today we're going to share with you a very exciting location on the Atlantic Wall. It's all about the German World War II fortifications, and you're going to really thoroughly enjoy that. Please, just two things first. More than 66% of you are unsubscribed to our material. Please hit the subscribe button. Let our notifications come through and you'll be notified every time we release a new video. Leave a comment, that really helps as well. But most importantly, watch our videos in full, please. If you skip, you're ruining our YouTube algorithm, which helps us to reach more people. So it doesn't take much. Watch the full video and you're helping out tremendously. Now, let's go out and see what this exciting location has to offer. Welcome to the History Hunter. Welcome to our small adventures with the World War II time frame. History Hunter here. Eagle Eyes, of course. Just very quick, if you haven't seen part one of this incredible structure or this location, you will definitely not regret seeing that. I'll put a link here where it says more under there in the video description. Click that link, check that out first. You get a full context of what is going on there, because there are some spectacular features here. This was a fortress that the Germans took. They fought for it for a whole day. These local men here actually even damaged one of the German destroyers, and it kind of came down or had to be rammed onto a shore to save the crews. So there are a lot of different features here. Some of them are older, some of them are German, but there are some spectacular features here on top of this mountainside, and that is exactly what we want to share with you right now. But let me show you a little detail here. There's a lot of infrastructure in the ground. It has its own sewer system. They have hot and warm water here. Look at that. That's a bomb piece. That's the back end of a bomb. How cool is that? But there is a mountain cave under here. It's a very special feature there. But this gigantic fire control bunker up there, it's just out of this world, and we're going to have a look at that. The Germans knew that this place had huge potential when it came to location, and the location was everything. And the location here is just that. It's high vantage point, and whoever has high vantage point has the advantage of the battle, and that is why they placed this place here. And you can see up here, it's a very strange feature there, and it just gets weirder and weirder as we go further up. Right there, fire control bunker. Has these shutters on the outside. It's circular. It's connected with a tunnel system that goes in there, and it's just insane. There's so much tunnel system inside here, but I'm not even sure whether that is still available for us to go into. But let's check out this feature here first. That, my friend, is a German World War II S-mine display, and we create and give them away to our patron team members. This is a German Soldatenheim little shadow box. This is a 9mm munition box. Everything here is original. These are artifacts from the Second World War, and we give them away to our patron team members. If you want to check out how to become a patron team member, there's a link here in the video description where it says more. Just click that, then you click the link for the patron, and then you'll see how you can become a patron team member, and you will in the end up with something absolutely spectacular, some small artifacts from the Second World War, and we will share history in a very special way together. Me and Eagle Eyes, we are on this great World War II challenge tour. Just want to say a massive thank you for all of you being here, subscribing, hitting the notification bell, giving a comment. Yes, just supporting us in any way you can, because it is greatly appreciated. There's a huge door here which is locked. You cannot get inside, and you can suddenly see this very strange thing here. So every one of these shutters could be opened, and when you open them, what do you have kind of access to? Well, let me show you. This is what you had access to. All of this is what the Germans wanted control of. They wanted to be able to shut out any vessel that came in here, and to do that they had several guns. What was it? 21 centimeter guns and 15 centimeter Armstrong guns right here placed.
Not Armstrong. The 6.5 to Armstrong.
6.5 centimeters at Armstrongs, and the larger ones.
15 and 6.5.
Yeah, and they had some English guns here as well, but the Germans came and they put in their stuff. On the top of the structure, even better views. But it's not about views, it's about what is here. But to control the guns, you need a control center, and that is right here. All of the debris here is all that's been dug out from the mountain to create this insane inferno of structure and concrete and tunnels. So just let's take a little look up the hill here. Do you want to see what Eagle Eye's dream is to find at locations like this? Well, you don't have to see any further. It is right there. That is one of the actual guns that was here. See that? That is very, very cool. And you can see the barrel there. Maybe that has been changed, I'm not sure. It's grey painted. That's very often because it came from a naval vessel. And then all the rest is just history. Wow, a real gun. But there are so much more here to show you. To get to this fire control bunker, it's very steep. And there it is. It's got 1 story, 2 story, 3 stories. What about that, huh? And it's got a modern type of radar on the top. But this is where they had full control of the activity here. And this is where the crew were inside calculating the firing control. All of that. They could calculate all the firing solutions so that the crews here could aim their guns or even torpedoes. That was further down, and you can see that in part 1 as well. You see it from here, much, much bigger, and you can see all these open and shut shutters there, metal, very heavy duty metal. Wow, let's see if we can get further up onto the control bunker. It looks massive, but it actually also looks very old. That's because it is old. The Germans reused it and modified it. And holy Madonna, this place has got some features that we've never ever seen before. And here you can see one of the shutters. When we get up here, you can see camel color still here. Just amazing. And this is the view from the top level. There would be a rangefinder crew here with a rangefinder, binoculars, all of that, having one purpose: to be able to guide the crews to aim their guns right out there at the vessels coming in, or even maybe U-boat threats, who knows. See here where I'm walking, almost looks like a mountain. This is the roof of the part of the firing control bunker, which is actually under here, but also inside the mountain. You can see here the firing control bunker from another angle. Pretty amazing structure. And you can see the different levels, and on the top you will have the rangefinder crews and all of that. Still camel paint there. And this is underneath us was the part of the communication equipment, and all of that is on a bunker or in a bunker underneath us here. Holy moly, this is huge. And you can see the incredible view over there. But we're gonna continue up the hill. That is cool. There's actually a radar still here. I was wondering what that is, because from the air you can actually see this thing. So it's actually a turning radar. Wow, and you can see the foundation of the radar here, and it goes around and around, and wow.
It's an air radar.
Maybe they had Nike missile systems and stuff like that here. I'm not sure. I haven't got a clue. Cool. I think this is in the old pit of maybe an anti-aircraft gun position, I'm not sure, or a radar position that used to be here before they put that on. All right, come on in guys, we are going to the top. There are more features there. Yes, that is a anti-aircraft gun position. That is a near the fence position for this location, but it could also fire out there into the ocean. It is such a pleasure and honor to be able to go out to these locations, find these places and share them with you. And I thank you, each and every one of you, for letting us have the opportunity to go out and do this. Wow, look at that. That's another turret. And that might, can you check out if there's an opening underneath here? That might be in conjunction with the fire and control bunker, the other one. So this is like the third fire and control bunker tower, if you like to call it that. Let's go inside this thing and check it out. Wow, look at that. This is heavy duty built. This is heavy duty built. And if you see here, yeah, this would be difficult to take if you even tried. So you have steel door and you have this huge area here and Trägerwerk. That is for pulling air through. There are huge ventilation systems. What is in here? Haven't got a clue, just a tiny little room. And then suddenly you have some German style bunk beds hanging right there. That's the one you can kind of pull up with a chain and you have more space. So there used to be one, two, 6 beds. That is so cool. And then suddenly you have this ladder here. And I guess, are you up there, Eagle Eyes?
Yeah.
You're gonna scare me?
No.
Let's go up. Look here, telephones right there, see that? But Eagle Eyes, he said there's an incoming phone call. So let's see what it's all about. Hello?
Is it Eagle Nest?
This is the Eagle's Nest.
Is Adolf there?
Adolf, he's out for tea.
Hanslander?
Hanslander, we sent him to the Eastern Front.
Why? Hanslander is good.
No, we didn't like him. Wow, what a spectacular little place. You can see windows here, and you can see the steel shutter out there. They operated them by pushing these in and out, and then locking it onto that one. Wow, I didn't expect to see this. And then was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways to look out. And look at this. This is crazy. This is a telephone system. And you can crank that and then you can get in contact with whoever you needed on the fortress. And there are even more gear here on the wall. Funkmeister and Siemens. That is crazy stuff. There's this very special thing here. What is that? There's a knob. Looks like there could be degrees or something. What is that? Anyone can tell me what that is? I'd be more than happy to know that. In the middle of the room there is this fixture here. I really couldn't tell you what that is. But there seems to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 telephones. This is a loudspeaker. A lot of electronics down there. You have this funky box, and you can even shut people out from this room. Be very careful, Eagle Eyes, okay?
You also shut yourself in here if you shut yourself
Yeah, you
down.
can shut yourself inside
And
here
if you don't
want
manage
to.
to lift it, you're then, yeah.
All right, let's continue. Oh, it's a bunker, a huge bunker. It's everywhere. Everywhere. It's big. Wow. But it's shot by, I think it's a Mannschaft-bunker. It's a shelter for the crews. And let me see, down here is where I could see that's another anti-aircraft gun position right there. And you can see how they built the wall. That is the road. It's like a huge wall in the terrain to make it level. Yeah, there's another one. This place is amazing. You can see here, anti-aircraft gun position, maybe a 20mm like this, or maybe a Madsen. I really can't tell you, but wow. And you see way up in the mountainside, and they just thought that, well, we need a high point to put the anti-aircraft gun. There's a lot of debris they poured out the mountain there when they built this bunker, or the structure inside that we were. But you can definitely tell that right here they were very decisive and said we need that anti-aircraft gun position to cover this flank, and we need a bunker there to keep the crew safe. There used to be a barrack right here at this flat area, and then when I turned around, boom, it's actually a little room here. Is it a tunnel? I don't know. It's everywhere. There's a Kraftstoff 200 Liter with fuel. What the heck is that? What the heck is going on here? Does this go through the other way here? What the heck is going on here? There's like a lot of these wooden things here. That means there's another tunnel on the inside or outside or whatever. Something burnt here, really, really burnt. What the heck is going on here? I can't see where that leads to. I'll check further up and see if there's a other opening there. That is just crazy. Wasn't expecting that, but normally if there's one entrance, there's another entrance. Yeah, and there it is. What is going on here? Let's check it out from this side. What the heck is all of this stuff here? It's like very old wood. And I have to get in here to see what the heck they were doing here. It's like a labyrinth of wooden stuff. Wood. Huh. Really couldn't tell you. Maybe they had animals in here. Ha! Wow. What is going on? There you go. Always surprises when you're out looking for history. And I am just happy to share all of this with you guys. Now I have to go and find eagle eyes. What in the heck is that? Oh, I see. This is actually ammunition storage. That means there has to be something on the hill here. Eagle eyes, coming in here. I think this is a munition storage bunker. And somehow I feel that it's closed off, but I'll go to the side because this is where they rolled out munition. A wagon or a truck would be here and they could grab the munition and get it up to what I think would be a gun position further up. Very special bunker. Oh, it's closed off. Why? Holy shit. What the hell? What is going on? There's a huge hallway dropping straight down there. What? I can't see anything. No, it's a pathway going straight down. Where does that lead to? And it's locked. And there's a reason for that. People can fall into that. That is scary, eagle eyes. Can you see, if you can see down what's there? Yeah. That is really, really scary. Yeah, but it just goes straight down. Can you see that?
I hear something down there.
Yeah, let me do this with the camera. Oh my goodness. Turn it a little bit round. It's a tunnel. Where does that lead to? That's very deep. Wow. That means there is something underneath here. A huge tunnel that we haven't seen yet. Eagle Eye sorted it out for me. He says, this is a munition bunker for the gun positions on the top. And what it is, it's actually a huge munition storage in the mountain. And they just send up with a hoist the munition to this position. That means that there is something up there where Eagle Eyes is going now. But now I get to know why the munition storage was there. That's because they needed to feed this massive gun here. You can see it right here. That is a huge gun position. And all that gun had to do was to fire out here. And it had a massive range back and forth here. And you can see here, right here, this is where the primary munition was. Down here, the crew was working back and forth here, getting the munition up to this massive gun that was once used to be right there. And all this location was about was to be able to fire these guns out there. That was the only purpose of this incredible location. And we are so happy that we had the opportunity to share this absolutely stunning location with all of you.
There you go. The Atlantic Wall has a ton of different things to offer, and we are definitely going to see more of that later. As you saw, we give away to all our wonderful people who support us. If you want to, you have the opportunity to help us with a little thing here on our Super Thanks feature. Basically, your opportunity to help us to get some gas into that camp van, go out and share great history with all of you. And if that isn't enough, if you want to take part in maybe getting one of these wonderful World War II artifacts that we give away, you can help us with a donation on the Super Thanks feed, the PayPal donation thing we have. And you find that here where it says more, just click that. And then when you click that, you'll find the link to the PayPal thing. And you make a donation, and every month you take part in these wonderful pieces of history that we can share with you. All right, guys, thank you for being here. We will be back with another exciting story. And there are some pretty special news coming up very, very soon as well. So stay tuned. All right, stay safe, keep smiling. And before you know it, we will see you later.